Well, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the water in. We're still arguing about this, I think, because here it says water in.
I don't think I've never argued about it.
It's always been the watering hole, but Ben keeps saying the watering hole.
Well, that's how you get up with Ben.
Ben,
sorry guys.
I thought we had this discussion like 2 weeks ago, but anyhow,
I think
welcome back to.
He does it on purpose, I think.
Are you doing this on purpose?
I just want it to be the water in hole.
Nobody cares what you want, Ben.
Welcome back. You know what? Just comment below.
Like,
should it be the watering hole or the watering hole? I don't know. As you can see, we're
on location today.
Yeah.
We're at the Hunt Club.
Feeling very uncomfortable sitting next to Justin on this couch.
Really?
Yeah, a little
Why
bit.
would you feel uncomfortable sitting next to
I don't know. He's telling us to raise the camera. He's asking you if you got underwear on. Somehow you guys are asking about white underwear versus white socks. I mean, everything. Who even buys white underwear and white socks anymore? That's just like a no-go. Like your socks look dirty all the time. And if you're Ben not taking care of yourself and Justin not taking care of yourself properly, your underwear probably never look new all the time. So just stick with black.
I don't even know what's happening right now. Like,
because this is how this whole thing started.
False already. You've started with all these
false
accusations.
Well, you said
You're
my
the
underwear.
one that brought up the white underwear earlier, not us.
Well, because Ben started with the white socks. And I'm like, dude, who buys anything white when it comes to underwear or socks? Brandon, do you?
I have one pair of white socks that I wear with white shoes that are slip-ons that are like almost not sandals, but like they're like, you know, short like ankle socks. Because like black socks with white shoes is a weird look.
Definitely. All right. Well, let's dive into some good. Let's get rolling here. All right, Justin.
Uncomfortable sitting next to me. I don't know why.
I saw that you had an Instagram post where you and your son caught some bass over the weekend.
Yeah, bass fishing's way cooler than deer hunting, at least in the summertime.
Tell you what, I was trout fishing this weekend. That can be kind of fun.
I was going to ask you. So you went to Montana.
We did.
To see Craig.
Yes.
Went with some buddies for a bachelor party.
Brian and Paul Mazer. Congratulations again. He's getting married.
Young Brian getting married. I remember when I started working for Todd many moons. How old is Brian now? He's got to be like 26, 27?
Yeah. Yes.
So Brian was like, what, 5 or 6 when I started working for you? Because that's when I met Paul.
Are you thinking about...
And Brian, I was just thinking about how little Brian was when I met him. And now he's getting married, which is insane.
I'm thinking about when Paul killed that 180. I remember him in the photos, taking photos by the office with Brian.
Recall that.
Yeah, we got to throw that photo up there. But hey, Maddie, you got a good man. Make sure you take care of him.
I think she's watching.
Brian,
she's going to watch this.
Make sure that you are taking care of each other.
I want to hear what you guys did on your bachelor party, on Brian's bachelor party, because I was discussing, we were talking about this in the office. I think maybe yesterday. Was it yesterday, Monday? I feel like
what happens
Monday.
in Montana stays in Montana. But I can talk about the trout fishing.
I was just thinking, like, I feel like Todd's idea of a bachelor party and my idea of bachelor party are two entirely separate things. Is that accurate to say?
Well, I mean, what do they say? What do they say in the Catalina wine mixer? Boats and hose. Come on, you never seen that before?
I mean, I have. But Boats and Hose was a different part of the movie, but yes.
It was a great part.
Why, you had Boats and Hose? It's because that sounds like my kind of bachelor party.
That's what I knew. That's why I said that, just for you, Justin. Dude, we had a great bachelor party. I
felt like you guys went to
We
Chipotle.
shot sporting clays.
Okay.
On day 1. Nice course that we found. Totally fun. Paul and I got our butts whipped by Brian. That was not,
Brian's good at shooting.
That was
just in general.
Yeah, we're a little rusty. We'll kick his butt next time we do it. Then on day 2, we went trout fishing.
Okay.
Which was
fly fishing
down a great river, caught some great fish. Actually,
I saw that on Instagram.
Video. It was a double header. Did you pay attention to that video? It was actually a double header. I didn't realize Craig was getting one netted at the same time Paul was.
All I remember is that Paul looked like he was about to fall in the river.
Well, yeah, that's because the fish shot underneath the boat, and you see the guy was like, "Whoa!" That was kind of it was a good trip, man. I caught a lot of fish, a lot of fun, good stuff. And then on day 3, me and Paul went on a big hike, like some 8-mile hike up the mountain. Got up almost up to 10,000 feet. I thought he was going to die a couple of times, but he was hanging in there. And Brian and Craig went mountain biking. And, of course, we have to save all the other good stuff to your imagination because we just can't share all that kind of stuff on the show.
I can only imagine.
Got to leave that for your imagination.
Sat around and did some puzzles and watched Netflix at night. All right. So
we did catch up on the Tour de France each evening, too.
Oh, I'm sure Everybody was glued to their screens. Yes, I went fishing this weekend. It was great. Got the boat out finally. And then I went and actually did some deer hunting work this weekend.
It's about time.
I mowed a little bit and sprayed a little bit and put out some cameras. So I was proud of myself.
How tall were those weeds that you sprayed?
Well, they were not very tall after I mowed them down.
Well, you sprayed after you mowed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I wasn't going to spray everything and then mow it down.
Yeah, I know how long. Sometimes sometimes you're better off letting that stay on the plant a little bit right before you mow. But it's okay. I mean, you'll be fine.
I had no time.
Use Roundup.
I had no time for that business.
Yeah, I think they say a half an hour for Roundup.
I had no time for that. Well,
Okay.
I sprayed it after I mowed it. So I mowed it. It wasn't very thick.
Oh.
None of it was very thick.
Okay.
So I mean, the Roundup got on everything. Trust me.
All right. I would recommend spraying beforehand. Give it a little bit of time, then
Like
mow
how
it down.
long?
Well, with Roundup, I mean, at least a good solid half hour. I mean, you
Yeah,
really
but if I'm spraying a plant and it's, let's just say the plant's, I don't know, we're going to make something up, however tall this is, 3
Right.
feet. And I'm going through it with my sprayer and all that stuff's getting on the top half of the vegetation.
Yeah.
And then I come through a half an hour later and mow it all down to 4 inches.
Yeah.
You're telling me the Roundup has gotten into the plant and all the way down to where it needs to go to kill it.
They say a half an hour. Half an hour
Who
of
says
Roundup.
that?
We'll
don't
get
believe
John Musser from FS on the phone again if you have to.
That was the guy that
They
was in
say
your
a
video?
half an hour even before rain. So like if it rains,
Correct.
You know
it was
what I'm
kind of a
saying?
it sprinkled a little bit.
whoa,
but I had plenty
now
of
we're
time.
getting into the rain. Man, Justin's so rain too. He just learned about this as well. Okay.
Bro, I had one day to get shit done.
I know,
There's
Justin. You're on a
nothing I could
limited
do.
amount of time. I'm proud of you. You got out there. You got some trail cameras out, and I love when Ben puts the water in whole notes together because it even says here, Justin put out cameras. See anything cool yet? Which again, I mean, speaking, it's a good point, Ben, because sometimes when you put those new cameras out, like because they are cellular cameras nowadays, what's cool is you do start getting results right away if you get it in a good spot. Sometimes when you first put those cameras out, you can kind of catch them off guard.
You think that's what it is? Catching them off guard? Because I don't
Sometimes.
feel like that's what it is.
No,
I feel like they're just curious.
Oh,
because they can
curious
sense
too. I
the-
agree.
The
change.
whatever. Because I went in, I'll tell you, I went in.
You didn't answer the question though. Did you get anything good yet?
Oh, yeah, hold on. I just want to back up to the curiosity thing because this always amazes me. I went in with the ATV in the mower and mowed everything, right? And then I went out and I went back to the truck and then I went and sprayed afterwards. Okay, yeah, so I mowed everything, went back to the truck,
Yep.
then I mixed all the Roundup and everything. Then I drove back out there, and as I was driving back out, sure enough, there's a nice buck standing like right there where I was just at mowing. And I was just there 20 minutes earlier, so he clearly wasn't that far away.
He wasn't far away. He's coming check.
And I
it out.
left, and he was in there to check things out. So then I sprayed,
Yep.
right? Left again, went back to the truck, ate a little bit of lunch, got all my cameras ready because I had to go through cameras, SD cards, batteries, activate everything. So I was at my truck for maybe 20 minutes, half hour. Drove back out to put the cameras out, and there was another buck there,
Come
a different
on.
one, a small guy, in the same spot again. So I was like, man, it's just interesting how curious they always are.
Yes.
When they hear all that noise and activity going on. I mean, I'm in there with the four-wheeler and a chainsaw and a freaking mower and everything else.
Getting after it this weekend. Proud of you.
Yeah.
About time.
So did I get anything cool? I got a bobcat chasing a fawn.
Nope. Really?
I saw that. Yeah.
For
I added that
video
to the
mode or
WhatsApp
just?
group. No, just in photos. Like a fawn comes bounding through, and then there's a bobcat right behind it.
Dang, that's cool.
And then I got one pretty good buck, I would say, last night, maybe yesterday.
Okay.
So they only been out for 2 days. I got a couple other smaller bucks, probably some deer my kids would shoot, but one that I would shoot, I would say. So
Nice.
That's pretty good for only being out 2 days. Where I made a mistake, though, I had a bunch of cameras that I had left out all winter long. So they were dead. It was no big deal. I mean, they were fine. I went out there and I pulled them. I took the SD cards out, new batteries, reactivated the service, put everything out, was all good. What I forgot is that I had a camera last fall that something's wrong with it, and it's just taking photos nonstop all day. There's nothing in front of it. It's just banging photos until the SD card is full, and I forgot.
Yeah.
So what did I do? I grabbed it off the tree, put new batteries, new SD card. I left, and I got home, and the first time the camera checked in, it was just
You got it.
nothing but photo. I was like, oh no, that's right. That's the camera that's broken.
I try my hardest when I set my cameras up to just do not. I like to set my cameras up, let it settle down for like 3-4 minutes, whatever. Go back to the Ranger, or go back to my bike, whatever. And then act like you're a deer, and then take the time to check it on your phone. Because there's nothing more disappointing when you take your time with cellular cameras, or any trail camera for that matter. Geez, if it's not a cellular camera and you put a regular camera on, you come back 2 months later and you find out you set it up lame or say, that's the worst. There's nothing worse than getting those
the direction that it's facing.
Oh, just the whole
whatever.
thing, right? Like just however I set up, I'll like walk by a couple times after I know the camera has just kind of like set for 2-3 minutes, so I know it's ready to go. Because I like to run my cameras on that group upload. So in other words, when it hits a motion, it will keep shooting photos until that motion stops. Then it uploads all those up in one batch, so you miss less photos. So I just you got to remember what trail cameras are checking before you bail, especially the cellular ones, because there is no doubt there's absolutely nothing worse. Than
I run mine to upload twice a day.
Yeah. But which is fine. I didn't mean that bad way.
Yeah.
I just mean like set it to instant mode, make sure you're happy with what you got, then switch it to how you want. That's what I do.
Probably would have helped in this case. So I have a camera out there that's just banging away photos. The only nice thing about it is it's only doing it during the day. It doesn't take nighttime photos.
Okay.
So it's like something about daylight. It's just slamming away photos. But it's on DVR mode.
Yeah, so
it'll overwrite the card.
Yeah.
And it's over one of the food plots that I sprayed, so I can monitor how dead everything looks. So I know when it's time to go back and plant.
Speaking of death and plots, what about you over there, Ben? You sent me a photo too. Your plot was looking like a typical plot. I mean, last year you planted that plot. It was looking pretty good. You're looking awfully comfortable over there too.
It looked all right last year. This year I went back, saw a bunch of leafy stuff that I'd never seen before. Thought maybe it was like something growing from last year's mix. It was not. It was just weeds. So I'm going to have to probably, I don't know, go in, cut it down like Justin, spray it.
Spray it first, dude.
I need some pointers, need some tips. So
it's simple. Just for you, you're getting ready for a fall spot.
Dude,
just
I
go
almost
and spray.
always mow and spray, and everything's dies. I don't ever have issues.
If you want to get the best kill, dude, go. Ben, you're in a situation where you're not as limited for time because you're not as far away as Justin is with his situation. So in your situation, just go spray it a week before you're going to go, because then you get a chance to even spray it again if there's any smaller stuff below those plants that are already starting to grow. So that's a great plan for you. Get in there, spray it, wait again, spray it the second time while you're actually doing your planting.
I would say that's good. The one thing I need to do better next year is because I'm just so busy and I don't make time to go spray things like earlier than now and keep it dead.
Yes.
Because everything grows, but the problem is it all goes to seed. Mm-hmm. And then when I mow it, all I'm doing is broadcasting weed seed everywhere.
Yes.
Right now. So there's just thistle and all sorts of grasses and stuff, and that is not ideal.
I think we talked about maybe you doing a soil test. Did you mess around with it or no?
No. I didn't have time to mess with that.
Did you bring any fertilizer or lime or
No, I'm going to do
urea?
that when I go plant.
Okay.
I'm going to do that when I plant. So I'll go
you
back.
You didn't tear up the ground yet, though.
No.
Yeah, so you'll just put your fertilizer down, then tear up the ground.
Yep.
Then plant. Okay.
Yep, that's the plan.
You're learning everything you need to know right here, Ben. That's all you need to know. All right. Well, I am proud of you, Justin, that you're finally getting out there doing what you need to do, because now's the time.
Today.
Here's the deal. I mean, my gosh. I mean, it's almost August.
End of July.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So you're talking, this is the time. I mean, I know some people have commented that we talk so much about food plots and all that, blah, blah, blah. When are we going to start talking about really killing deer stuff? Well, I mean, I'll be honest.
What am I supposed to do in July?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you know what? I mean, listen, if you live in certain spots, I guess, where you're lucky enough to where you're completely live in the country and you're glassing all the time, maybe you live there and then you drive into the city to work or whatever. Who knows what your situation is? I mean, that would be awesome.
I mean,
that would be
cool.
Cool.
Concoct these weird,
nah, dude. I mean, how cool?
stories.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking like if you're somebody who lives like, I don't know, around Minneapolis, St. Paul, and you're lucky enough to live on the skirts where, you know what I'm saying, but then you go into the city to work. You're kind of watching deer all the time. We don't really have that luxury. You know, where I mean, you're not waking up seeing deer in your backyard that you're hunting. You know what I'm saying?
Neither is the guy that you just mentioned, is he? In that situation?
Who'd I mention?
I don't know, just the fictitious person that lives on the outskirts of Minneapolis.
A lot of people are lucky enough to be in those situations where you can watch and pattern deer. I mean, I know when I'm at my farm, I'm not out there for like 3 and 4 and 5 days at a time, but even those 1 or 2 days that you're there, you do just start picking up things, whether you're driving into town or you're or you're just sitting there at night and you just be like, oh, geez, I've never seen those deer popping out over there before. That's kind of a first. I'm going to have to go take a look at that. If you are in a situation where
but this
you
is
can hunt and live,
on property that you have access to.
right, that would be ideal. I mean, if you're that person for June and July, some of these May, some of these months where it's kind of like, you and I choose to think that's just best to stay out and kind of leave things alone. If you're in a situation where you live, where you can watch and monitor these deer, my gosh, you can move cameras around a little bit more strategically. I think you could play the game a little bit more. It's not as easy for us to do that. So that's my opinion. Ben, what do you think? You're sitting over there. What do you think, Ben?
I mean, you kind of threw me for a loop. I was a little lost most of the time, but
Me too.
Oh, thanks, Ben.
I was super lost.
but I mean, I get your point. I mean, if you're close, obviously you can monitor, change things
I'm not
up,
sure
stay
how,
out.
maybe you guys just need
I
to
think
go
you
back
just
to school.
I think you just made things way more complicated than they needed to be.
All I'm trying to explain, which I don't know.
So if
see
you
this being
live
very-
close to where you hunt, that you can
I think you're in a
monitor
better
things.
advantage. I think you're in a better
Well, of
situation
course.
to be able to.
Yeah, but that's a very much more direct way of saying it. You had a very strange.
Okay, well,
Imagine
guys, sorry,
you lived
sorry.
in Minneapolis and you worked in the city and you're driving
I just
into
love- I
work
lo-
and you could
I
look
lo-
for deer. I was like, what does that have to do
Dude, I
with
know. I just
anything?
love Minneapolis. I just think it's like.
Were you just there or something? Why?
Because I went to college in Duluth. I always thought Minneapolis. If you ever had to live somewhere and have good hunting, but
How
yet have
far
to work
is
in the city.
Minneapolis from Duluth?
No, that's not the point. Now you're getting way off topic. I'm just talking about like that's a city where you could live all the way 360 around it, and you're surrounded by woods and good hunting all the way around it. So there's probably a lot of people who live on the fringes of something like that where they can watch and hunt right there, but yet they're working in the city. You and I kind of live where we don't get to hunt as much, so it doesn't give us the ability to pay attention. That's all I'm saying. My gosh, we can scratch this part of the podcast.
No,
and I
this
don't know.
is great.
We got to get some lighter ones of these things. Holy moly!
You got to hold it by the fat part down
Huh?
here. You're way out here.
Oh man, that
There you
thing
go.
yeah, that's a little better balance.
See?
All right. Well, I love this. Lots of rain, healthy crops.
Yeah. Crops seem good. I have corn in my lease this year,
Yeah, things look amazing this year.
and for the first time in a while. So I'll have to see if the farmer would be cool enough to maybe sell me some corn back if we want to.
Have you had luck doing that over there in the past? I feel
We've
like-
bought beans back
Okay.
in the past, and that's been worked out good for us. Corn, I feel like it's not the best unless you go mow it. That I'm one of those guys. Hunting over the mowed corn. I mean, I'm not saying I'm above doing it, but I don't know. Hopefully I'd
You
kill a
guys
deer
heard it
before
here.
then.
I think we may have just had one of those moments, like one of these transitioning moments for Justin. You heard it right here. He wants to buy corn and mow it down.
Well, that's my only option. If my food plots come in well, then maybe I have some late season stuff. But like, if they don't, it's like last year they didn't grow. And last year we didn't buy any crops back from the farmer, and it was just like late season hunting was pretty tough, right? Because once you get into that late December and through January, like if you don't have good food, like it's just a crapshoot.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see.
But-
Maybe
but-
I'll actually kill a deer before.
That's
January.
always the goal.
I think
Shoot
that
'em
would be-
early.
That's a good goal to
I
have.
love that goal. That's always my goal.
So I need to finish getting my bow. I'm not going to finish putting the tape on the bow that I'm shooting right now because I am going to make some new arrows. So I'm going to switch to those 5.0s like we talked about, and I still have Axis that I was shooting today. So I need to make some arrows first.
But why don't you
and
just
then-
change your dial out and keep using both arrows and maybe just kind of set them up differently so you have kind of the best of both worlds?
I could do that. I do have the ability to have two different sight tapes.
That's kind of cool. I mean, why don't you do that?
I know, but it's one of them's like a cool color, and the other one's just
Holy
like one of
crap.
them's like the stock color. And
No way.
yeah, dude.
We just heard that officially here. Justin's actually biting into the color.
Dude, my stuff is always matched and looked good.
I know, but I mean, that doesn't. You
You
can't have
act
two
like this
sets
is
of
a
cool
surprise.
colors. You can even have your dial be the same color as your arrows, and you keep it all.
I know, but they don't make like a flow yellow dial. So I got a white dial, but
Okay.
it looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
I can have some painted for you.
Paint it myself.
Dude, it's not the same. Maybe you'd have to have a
Yeah,
good
it's just
guy
never
paint
the
it.
same. I
Like
feel
maybe
like
you know,
it's
like
like
an airbrushing guy. He can crank it out real quick for you. One of those guys who does airbrushing.
I think it's Cerakoted.
No, that's
right
the really
now.
good. I'm just saying in your particular. Okay,
I'm saying, I like my white dial. So maybe my white dial can be for my 5.0 arrows.
Yeah, because it's nice and white on those
And then my
arrows.
axes could be my old crummy looking stock color dial.
I know. I'm always jumping.
When's the last
around a
time
little
you
bit.
shot your bow?
Dude, I just got back from vacation, so I'm probably tonight. I was on a roll. I was doing good.
All right.
Brian reset things for me. Things are looking awesome. I'm shooting. I'll show you a picture, man. I shot first 3 arrows. I freaking shot right through one of my veins already. Like, come on.
Oh, you never shoot at the same spot, bro.
I like doing that. It's more fun.
Really? That's terrible. Then you got to refletch, or you break a knock or an arrow.
I know. I shouldn't have done it. Okay, I did, but I just sorry.
We set up a new crossbow today that we shot.
Todd was
and
impressed. Not me, Todd. Todd that runs the club.
I was slamming targets at 50 yards out there like nothing.
No problem.
No problem. Like within 10 shots. It's disgusting. Like if you just want to go snipe a deer, that's the way to do it, bro. Telling you.
They're good. They're good.
What else you got for us, young Ben? I saw this thing, this whole Jay Cutler made everybody mad. Why does it's so strange? Like how many, so Jay Cutler, Smokin Jay, former Bears legend, quarterback, goes to Africa and shoots some animals. Good for him. He's not the first dude to do it. Posted on social media, and it's like for some reason everybody gets mad at him. But like how many people do you think go to Africa and kill stuff and post it on social media? It's like nobody cares. But all of a sudden it's like Jay Cutler and all these people are like, not cool, bro, or whatever. And you know what I love is he just kept posting more photos over the next couple days. It was like he posted one and he killed some sort of, what did he kill?
Well, the first
kudu or
big
something.
issue was that I think he had said he shot a giant sable, like meaning a large sable.
Yeah, no.
But it was an actual. Are you talking about the next post?
Yeah, no, that's what you're talking about. But I don't think he said that
Or
he shot
maybe
a giant
maybe
sable.
news outlets claimed it was a giant in size sable, but a
Yeah.
giant sable and I think like a common sable are two
Are
completely
two different things. So then people were like, he shot an endangered
Yeah.
species or something because people are just generally dumb.
Oh boy.
And then, so there was like, of course, all the news outlets picked it up and whatnot. And then it was like 2 days later, he posted another photo of him
like
shooting
some zebras, some other stuff
Yeah.
with a bow,
which I
Pretty
thought was
sick.
awesome. That's why I love Jay. He just doesn't care. He's like, whatever, I'm going to
This is
go
what
kill
I'm-
some stuff.
Yeah, this is what I'm doing.
Good for him. Bears legend, Jay Cutler.
I mean, as long
I
as
should have
we're-
wore my Jay Cutler jersey today.
As
for this
long as
podcast.
we're just sticking with the news themes. Come on, man. The Coldplay. I mean, I must have clicked on too many of them, and now it's just like
That's impossible, dude.
now
You
I've
could
got
never
like
click on too many
every
of them.
single one of them popping in here. I mean, it's just
They're
man.
amazing. Some of them are amazing. Not all of them.
Do you
but
think
some
they'll
of
get
them.
married?
Those two people? Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's a lot of stress, a lot of pressure.
You're
right
saying
now.
no
It's not
over
good
there?
for the
I don't think so.
relationship.
No.
Two high-profile individuals, seemingly.
They should just.
I think he resigned already. Look at Ben's hair.
What's wrong
He
with
looks
that?
like alfalfa or whatever.
Is it sticking up?
Yeah. Is that hair gel?
See it?
No. That's after
amazing.
it's post hat.
Yeah, that's a lot of stress. I mean, he even resigned from dude. Lost his job. She's the HR. I mean, all the people too. She's in charge of HR.
I mean, they weren't at work, were they?
No.
I don't know.
I don't know. Are you allowed to do these things? Apparently not.
Every company is different. Some companies have regulations on like certain people like within like higher up versus can't be in relationships with people that are like
Love.
lower.
Have
Cannot be
we ever
denied,
talked
Brandon.
to Jan? Have we ever? I wonder if we've ever had any love in our office.
Just me and you, Todd.
Yeah. I don't think we've ever had that issue come up yet, have we? Do we even have a? I don't even know if we have that in our manual for our office.
I don't think it is. I've scoured. No, I'm not gonna name any names, but there might have been some HR issues that probably could have came up.
Oh boy.
Think so?
Please.
Yeah, a few years back, I would say.
Like in
With
this
the
realm?
dating.
Not dating, but like maybe I think somebody was interested in somebody, and it.
Ooh,
Oh.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And that person was not reciprocating
Not.
the interest.
Gotcha.
What's up, Todd?
Oh, Todd's here. What's
Todd,
up, Todd?
we're doing a podcast right now.
That's the other Todd.
Listen, I'm going to give you the best business advice that you can ever get right here, right now. The best thing I ever did for this club was hired another guy with the same name. It's the greatest thing in the world. Complaints
Because they think he's you.
It's great. It is so great.
Like, I want to talk to Todd, and you're like, that's him.
That's him right over there. It's the greatest thing. And then so I went, and the complaint department goes to that Todd. Anything good comes to me. So it's so convenient. It's amazing how many people think that he owns the place. It's just like great. I just kind of like slide off to the side. It's a good thing. Good business tip right there to keep in mind.
I think we should keep talking about deer hunting because it is getting to be that time of year. And this is one that I find interesting. The current obsession with rope scrapes. What do you feel? Like mock scrapes made using ropes.
You know, I've just started. I'm not going to act like...
Wait, so you started doing it?
I have,
okay.
Yes. So I kind of got 50-50. So this is kind of my big year. This is my big test year. So I've got 1, 2, 3... 4. I've got 4 set up right now, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some with regular vines, and I'm going to kind of do a test to see if one performs better than the other. You know, rope versus just finding a vine and hanging it. I had it. I have. They're definitely hitting the vines.
Are they live, or do you like cut them and then zip tie them up, or what are you doing?
I do. And most importantly, I finally found American-made zip ties, so you don't have to worry about them breaking, getting brittle. You got to find the American-made ones. I'm just telling you, we already covered this once before in a podcast, but I promise
China doesn't make good zip ties?
No, they're crap.
They're not UV?
USA, good. Dude, there's nothing worse when you take. It's not. I don't care what you do when it comes to deer hunting. When you take the time to do something and the shit falls apart, it sucks. But I'm going to do a little bit of a test this year to see if the vines that I find just in the woods that I cut and use the zip ties and attach them will perform or outperform the ropes. It'll be interesting to see. I just started setting them up. I'm just getting them going. I've always put cameras on vines before. We've done that before. I mean, and it's awesome. I mean, there's
love them.
Yes. So that's fun. It's just fun. But this will be interesting to see if there's a difference. Because one thing that does sucks with regular vines that you cut down and you hang is, of course, they do die, and then they get a little skinnier, and sometimes they'll fall through. So use a lot of zip ties when you do it. And what really sucks after 2 years of using vines, like you better be replacing it because it's gonna just eventually fall apart and break. That's the only thing that sucks. So the idea with the rope is it's gonna hold more scent, hold it longer. It'll be interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
It's just so funny how these
these
trends go in the hunting industry. You know, it was like a couple years ago, you kind of saw a few people doing it, and then it was like, we're all very much, monkey see, monkey do. You know, like, I saw that guy doing it. I got to do it. Everyone's running out, hanging ropes all around the damn world. That's a pretty good deer.
Right? Not a bad deer, huh?
What do you think? You going to shoot that one? Oh, my God. Brandon, what are you doing? Why are you messing with the GoPro? It was fine.
I have no idea.
The battery was about to die.
Would you ever think a battery would die when we're filming with Brandon? Would you ever
This
think
battery doesn't last. Like, it lasts for like 30 minutes at most.
We've been filming for 30 minutes already?
Yes. So, listen.
It had 15% left.
I want to know. Listen, I really do. If you're watching this, I want to know your comments.
On the
ropes?
ropes?
Hear. Yes. I really do. Ben, what are you doing this year? Rope or vine? Or both?
I've never really hung my own scrapes. I'm going to try to do probably a rope scrape this year. Okay. I've never really done it. I just hung them over natural ones.
Okay. So. Justin, have you ever done a rope one before?
Nope. I haven't really done any mock scrapes in many years now. I find a natural scrape and put a camera on it. It seems way easier to me.
I think when you're doing some of these food plots and you want to create some attractions to try to get the deer to come in. I mean, we've seen Tyler Rector do it in some of his videos. I know a lot of my other friends that I talk to do it. You can definitely, by going on a food plot, maybe putting in, a tree, putting in a stake, and creating. Dude, it kind of goes back to the beginning of the conversation. We talked about the help me out here. The curiosity kills the cat. It's
yeah.
I mean, just you do that, and it's like all of a sudden you make that change. It's like I don't know if they get fixated on it or what, but like they see that as like they want to come to it. It definitely works.
Yeah, I would say I can understand it there in that situation, especially because I think depending on your situation, like I've had this before where you're hunting, like whether it's a field or a food plot, and it's like the deer are out there feeding, but they're not close enough for me to shoot at them. You know, so it's like, okay, well, this isn't doing me any good. Like I need to give them an excuse to come over here. Like for a long time, like you could use a decoy, right, out in the field to try to get a deer to come. In a lot of cases for these food plots, where maybe the food plot's 100 yards across, you can't shoot the whole thing. You know, you want to, I want them to come over here. So you're putting something over there to get them interested to come over. I think we saw Paul Morrison in a video, was it last year, where he went out into just an alfalfa field where he knew the deer were going to be. And he just he took a cordless drill and somehow drilled a hole in the ground and took a branch and just stuck it in the ground. And literally that night had deer coming up to it because they were like, what is that thing? That wasn't there before. And they just started coming right up to the thing.
I love that.
You know, it was pretty amazing, but it is funny how they will do that.
Yes.
Like I've thought about doing that same thing. The problem with like what Paul did is it's temporary, right? It's probably going to work for that night, but it's not going to last.
Yeah, if you want to do something more permanent, I think what
oh my
most
gosh, I see
do,
guys putting like 4x4s out there.
Oh,
and then
it's
mountain things on, putting them in concrete. Like it's a little out of control, maybe.
That's getting a little out of control. It just for me, it just doesn't feel as natural. I don't know. It's like putting the bucket out for the
It's just so funny, all this dumb stuff that we do for deer. But just think about it. Like a couple years ago, nobody was hanging a rope in the middle of the woods to try to like get a picture of a deer.
Not like if you're a non-hunter walking through the woods.
I know.
Like, what the hell are all these ropes hanging
from
around?
Trees?
The deer are probably like, what is going on
Like
here?
it created almost like a whole new industry. Like there's companies that sell ropes.
Dude. I mean, oh geez.
I think Hodag sells one. I think
and he does a nice job.
Research
I mean, Jeremy, right?
one.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, he does a great job. He's got some good products. I bought some of his, and
aren't they hemp? Are they hemp?
It's hemp rope. Dude, I'm looking forward to this. I think it's fun. You know what? It's always fun to do new stuff. And that's what, I think that's the thing with anything you do in life, right? Like you're always looking for something new, something different. Dude, it mixes it up. It's fun. That's what keeps it exciting. Even
like
Ben's
the guy,
over there.
it's like the guy at the Coldplay concert. He's just looking for something new, different, mixing it up, I understand.
Only Justin had to throw that in there.
You're the one that brought it up.
I was bringing up making it different out in the woods, not mixing up and cheating on your wife. I'm not suggesting that at all. I think it's a terrible idea. I mean, if you want to get a divorce, get a divorce. But I mean, I don't know. Okay, let's keep on rolling on here.
You tell him. I bet that guy listens to our podcast. I think he's a bow hunter.
Probably, yeah. I don't know.
He seems like the kind of guy who would go to Africa and hunt stuff.
Because he's wealthy?
Yeah. He's a rich white guy.
I just have a feeling right now he's just going to, I don't know.
Might move to Africa.
He might have.
Bro, I'm out of here. That poor dude, he's cooked.
Yeah.
He's famous now, though. So
that's what he gets for going to see Coldplay, though. For real. That's the bigger travesty.
You know who did go and see Coldplay maybe unironically right after was Jake Hable.
Oh, I saw that. I saw Jake's
it was like a day or two
story
after.
or reel or something. Shout out to Jake, my bro.
Did he go with his girlfriend
Jake.
and create their own little funny meme where they like, oh.
Yes,
They were-
100%.
He probably
Did he?
did.
He was with.
He did for
with
real?
A couple girls.
I've seen so many of them, it's all blurred together, but I definitely saw his post with his girlfriend there.
There's probably not a person going, okay, I'm sure there's plenty, but I'm sure, I mean, I bet you how many people are going to these sporting events and just goofing around.
Oh, there's so many. Like, stadiums are like doing it now, Kiss Cam, and like
It's become a thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that guy needs to find a way to somehow monetize this.
dude, that's that whole lightning in the bottle thing that we talked about. Like, you would never think, like it's one of those marketing things that just happen, and you can't like recreate that.
Not good marketing for his personal brand.
I know, but I'm just
Coldplay, for sure. I'm just curious that if he could sue because he didn't give them permission to use his image on screen anywhere. I don't know if that's part of the buying a ticket process. That's part of it. I don't know.
I'm sure it is.
But like, I know if we were to film somebody, we'd have to get their permission to. I gotta go.
Only
get
to use
permission.
it commercially.
Hey Ben, we need you to sign this real quick before you leave today.
Their use was technically commercial.
No, it wasn't.
It was broadcast
Within the stadium that they were at. It wasn't broadcast out to the world. Somebody filmed it with their phone and then put that video online.
If you're an attorney and watching this, love to get your comments on that. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I don't think there's a reasonable expectation of privacy when you're in a crowd of 20 or 30,000 people at a concert.
Do you think they'll ever go back and
would
see a
prevent you from
Coldplay
being
concert
filmed.
after that, those two? Probably not.
Not together, at least.
God, why did they go in the first place? What a waste of money and time. But hey, that's just my opinion.
Well,
I did see Jake's video though, and I was like, "That's a very Jake thing." I gotta see Jake going to see Coldplay. That's,
For sure.
That fits.
Made a
for
nice
those who
little
don't know
reel
who
for it,
Jake is,
too.
Jake used to be an intern here. Did some good video stuff for us. So, good guy, good friend, good deal. Okay, Justin, I'm just glad that I shouldn't even say that. I mean, I was about ready to say I'm glad this heat's going to be out of here, but this heat's coming in
dude, it's
hotter
getting
than hot this week. But I am glad that we are finally getting closer to the season. I mean, August, September is when you start
Somebody
seeing big
emailed
bucks.
me yesterday. I think they said it was like 72 days until the hunting season. And it made me very nervous.
I'm getting more nervous just watching him at this clip over here.
Brando, your GoPro's going to be cooked here.
And we wonder why it doesn't work anymore. It's literally hit the ground hard.
These things are durable.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
It's made to do that,
Yeah.
I think.
Yes.
Made
But
to
yeah,
do that.
72 days. It made me it kind of gave me a very brief bout of anxiety of thinking like, there's no way I'm ready to go hunt anything in 72 days. But I bet I could be ready. I'll make myself ready.
Yeah. I mean, with how long that we've done it, Justin, I could be ready pretty quick. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, my bow is shooting really good. I mean, I got my food plot. I'm good. I could start hunting. There's always some tree stand work to do. But I could be ready to rock and roll.
I'll get there. Maybe September.
I'm ready.
Maybe September I'll get there. Todd, we got a couple comments.
Oh,
that
gosh, here we go.
Oh, my gosh. Ben, there's so many. I don't understand how these are organized. From the last water hole, Paul said deer hunting and Packers football are the only entertaining sports. Oh, we were talking about sports, and you said there was nothing entertaining. No entertaining sports.
Okay.
Packers football, not anymore. Not after King Caleb, King in the North.
I just remember hunting in Wisconsin during deer season. And, dude, it was like almost like a guaranteed little deer drive you would get. Us dorks that were going to sit all day, and when that Packers game was going to start, you'd see dudes starting to get out of their blinds during rifle season. They start walking out.
Now they don't have to get out of their blind. They can just stream it on their phone.
Oh, gosh, that's a good point. But it was like almost like a guaranteed little drive you would get, a little bonus drive. That was kind of fun.
Todd, this guy, Draco, he wants an update on your pond.
We're going to get there. I'm working
Did
out
the treatment work? Did you put the EHD Defense in there?
I did. And actually what we're going to be doing is that he's going to be coming down and either doing a podcast with us or joining me on my farm. And we're going to go take a look at the water.
I don't think we've talked about EH Defense, have we?
We did in a video, not on the podcast. I was kind of saving that because I've been talking to Tom Lester.
I know,
and
but I
Zach
think we got to get the word out now. If anybody wants to buy it, like now's the time. Right?
Yeah, we could definitely talk about it
wait-
here. So let's. First of all, we'll post in this video here. Brand and I went out and we did a video on one of my water holes, and there's a new product called EHD Defense. And ideally, what the goal is, and what a lot of people feel like, is by creating these water holes, you're also potentially creating problems. You're creating just a cesspool of shitty water where these midge flies can have a chance to grow
Sounds
and
amazing.
reproduce and cause problems. So the idea is no differently than how you might take care of a fishing pond that you have, right? We treat those ponds from getting a lot of algae, and keeping them as healthy as we can. Can you use this product to keep your water holes in a healthier situation? So Brandon, you and I went out there and we did treat that pond with EHD Defense. So I have not had a chance to go back and check on it because I haven't been back since.
The question
since
is like,
November.
how do you check on it, right? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, water
if
quality.
there's not a bunch of
looking at
if there's
it,
not a
tons
bunch of dead
algae.
deer laying in it, success.
Water test, like a water test for like.
I don't know. Like, can you detect if the midge that carries EHD is there?
Well, that's
Are there
why. No, go ahead, Brandon.
Are there
Go ahead.
conditions which the midge fly needs to survive or to thrive? Or to
Yeah,
live?
I think that's the whole point of this.
But what are those conditions, and can you test those conditions in the water?
That's a great question for people to know more
Well,
about
listen,
this
we're
than
gonna,
us.
Zach literally we're going to be getting together here. So Zach, emailed me here. We're either going to get him into the studio or we're going to go out to the farm and we're just going to kind of talk all this stuff through. But it will be interesting, and I do think for a fact that you're going to be able to keep that water quality better, because the package comes with 3 different things in it. We kind of went over in the video. Again, I don't want to like go into all the index. I really want.
I just think people need to know that this product exists because it's a new product on the market, and 100%. EHD is seemingly, you know, whether this is just our awareness of it being greater or the fact that it truly is becoming more prevalent every year, but it's probably one of the biggest threats to any deer herd, especially in localized areas where it just comes in and like wipes out a deer herd. And for those people that have a lot of money and resources and time tied up into land ownership and habitat management and all these things that we do for deer hunting to try to maintain quality deer herds, like that sucks when they just come in and get absolutely smoked by EHD. So this is the first product that's tried to combat the problem of EHD through being able to treat water sources, right? I mean, I remember seeing YouTube videos of, gosh, was it Lee and Tiffany or the Beaumars or maybe both, where they were like going to their creeks and spraying like, I thought insecticides or something to try to kill the midge flies or prevent them from breeding. And this is a similar concept. So it's EHD Defense is what it's called. You can go to Google it, go to the website, you could buy it. Comes in a kit, tells you how much to treat your water and all that stuff. So I know, for me anyways, it's like we should let people know because it is freaking July. And like, it seems like when EHD starts popping up, like this is usually when you start hearing about it, right? July, August, September.
This is when you start finally getting the pictures of the big bucks that you want to chase. And now this is the time when you start seeing that hot weather. Yeah,
fortunately hot weather, but fortunately we've had plenty of rain.
We have.
This year, so let's hope that EHD is going to be held to a minimum.
I feel like that the years that we've seen EHD be a problem has been those years where we're in that drought stage.
Sure.
And you know, and then a lot of the banks are really starting to kind of show themselves in the creeks, and then some of these water holes that we've created and so forth are really getting low on water, and then it's all that organic material is just a breeding ground for those midge flies, especially like in those cattle areas too. You know, sometimes they'll have those cattle farms, and there'll be a swampy area in the back corner or whatever, and you just see the water like finally just like going away, and it's just all this dirt and little like hoof spots where there's a little bit of, those are the worst. Don't you remember when my property got hit years and years and years ago, and there was like I found 18 dead deer that year.
Yeah,
that was a lot. Yeah, that was disgusting. 60
acres. That's a lot of dead deer.
Yeah, I mean, I remember pulling up, and I literally stepped out of the truck, man, and that one creek was right there, and there was a dead doe right there. It was disgusting.
Yeah, that was terrible. So our last comment for
Draco,
today,
pay attention. We'll have some more stuff coming on that.
Your buddy Scott Schaefer says you better clean up that thistle field.
Yeah, I called him up after I saw that, and I was like, whoa, what are you talking about? I don't have any thistle problems. I don't know what he's talking about.
That stuff's, I hate it. That's what I got out at my spot.
It's the worst. You got to jump on those thistles right away.
Well, that's the problem. I need to kill them in the spring too, because trying to kill them this time of year, like they've already gone to seed. So as soon as I hit it with the mower, it's just poof. All I'm doing is putting more seed out. I need to kill them before they go to seed, but I just haven't had the time.
When you see them, I don't know if you want to call it blooming or whatever, like when they're just sending out all the little floaters. Oh my gosh, dude. That's just bad.
I think if I'm going to do this again next year, I just need to go kill everything when it starts getting green, like in April. Come back and kill it again in May. Come back and kill it again in June. I just need to keep it dead.
If you could even just make 2 trips, Justin, just to kind of keep it under control, it makes it will be better for you.
Yeah, no, I know, but it's a time thing. And I'll be honest with you, like I think.
Can I make one more suggestion for you too?
Sure,
I don't know what plots you're going to go with this year, but if you're trying, a lot of people always want to do this straight brassica, man. You know what?
I usually don't do that.
And just quite frankly, it's not even worth it. You shouldn't. I mean, go with the mixed blend. You know what? You're just better off. And then if you have a rye or wheat in there, you're going to have a secondary food source. But most importantly, those 2 items are going to green up in the spring, and then you're going to have a chance for them to kind of combat the weeds as well, Justin. And If you let it go to seed head, fine. So what? Who cares? I mean, if you know what? You're going to combat some of the weed growth, even if it goes to seed head.
Right. You're talking about
oats, wheat, or rye. All three of them. It's just a good combo to have in your mix.
Yeah. So I'll do wicked greens.
Perfect.
That's my go-to fall plot rack fuel. Shout out rack fuel, wicked greens.
You had that shirt on the last time we did it.
I know.
You must
Today
be paying you something on the side that I don't know about. I'm going to look into this.
It's food plot. See, all this food plot talk. I just got to rep. I got to rep the rack fuel. It's my boy.
All right.
Shout out to Tom. Anything else to talk about, Graf?
Dude, I could talk all day about this stuff. I mean, you know what? But the bottom line is that gets to be too long. So it's simple. August is coming. We have been talking all year about trying to be ahead of the schedule with tree stands and so forth. So I am working on that next. I'm done with food plots. I got a couple small fall food plots to do, but I am ready to just start focusing on stands, a couple saddle spots. I got a couple target bucks that are looking pretty good. I'm telling you, this is going to be my year. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling really good.
I feel decent. I only have 3 working cameras out on my farm west. I have nothing around here. I probably won't even get to those for another couple weeks.
Can't you start having your kids do some of that work?
Can't you, they're not old enough to drive anywhere.
No, I know, but if you go to a spot, I mean, you can kind of get to that point where you're like, hey, Joey, go put a couple cameras in some good spots over there. No?
Would you trust your kid to do that right now? And he's a grown-ass man.
Maybe not with my trail cameras. I'm pretty particular with my trail cameras.
Yeah, I'm going to send my idiot 13-year-old out there to put a trail camera up. No, not happening.
Okay, fair enough. Well, you always have them knock down all the weeds and prep the spots.
Sure, yeah, no, I can have him do some grunt work. I might have to double-check it and triple-check it a few times, but
fair enough.
I can have him do a little bit of grunt work. He'll come with me. I'll probably bring both the boys next time when I go back to plant, because I think we'll put up a ground blind because Jake wants to hunt this fall. So we'll get a blind set up for him somewhere that we can sit in. And then I do make Joey climb up in all the stands, put his harness on, climb up in all the stands.
That's smart.
Help trim, do all that stuff. I just like for him to know where the stands are at, have climbed up in them in the daylight, because it's like I send him into a stand in the dark in the morning by himself. Granted, he's got lifelines and harnesses and everything, but it's just nice to have familiarity with it. If you've ever hunted with somebody and they send you to a tree stand you've never been to,
that's the worst.
In the dark before,
worst.
That sucks. So
unless it's a hunter safety system where there is nothing worse. You're like, oh yeah, listen, you're gonna walk down that field edge, and then when it starts to turn to the left a little bit, I mean, you got to be using hunt stand at this point, or using those. Freaking lifelines that glow in the dark. Dude, those are a lifesaver.
I remember when the glow in the dark lifelines first came out, I was like, whoa. I don't want to use these because then people are going to be able to see my stands where they're at. And now I'm like, this is the greatest thing ever. You could see that. Dude, you hit that thing with a light
one time
hundreds of yards away, and it's like a beam of light going up the tree, and you're like, perfect. There it is.
There it is. I know where I need to go.
I think that one invention almost single-handedly killed my need to ever have bright eyes ever again.
I agree.
That and just an app like a hunt stand or something.
Ben, what's that look for? You know bright eyes.
Bright eyes?
Oh, Ben.
Oh my God.
Never heard of it.
Ben.
I hate these young people. Young people, you're the worst.
Ben, you got to remember, there was a day.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Oh God, here we go. You're right.
You got to remember, Ben, back in our day.
But Justin, seriously, I mean, when I first started bow hunting, dude, okay, A, there wasn't hunt stand.
There was no compound bows or electricity.
Okay, we're not going to take it back that far. But basically they had these little dots. They were, with like a little, you could stick them into the tree. And then you'd put them in. But it's kind of funny. I remember one time that I put up a new stand, and I had another stand from years prior. But then you get too many of those damn things. You got to remember to take them down. You get in there, but you can mark your way.
Oh my God!
I think I know what you're kind of talking about now.
It's just a thumbtack that's reflective.
Yeah.
Well,
I never had
those. Plastic container.
I never had those.
Did you ever use the pinch ones?
I never liked the pinch ones. I like the ones you just stuck in the tree.
Yeah,
they were handy though, man.
I think I have a box of the pinch ones. I think my dad probably gave them to me from years and years ago, but I've never used them.
And you didn't use them.
So how have you always gotten to your tree stands in the dark?
Just
meandering around the woods.
Walked. I mean, I know where they're at.
At random.
Yeah, I've never used any lighting stuff, but I don't know.
The one time you do get lost, you're like, okay, now I just feel like I ruined my hunt. I'm like so pissed if you get off the trail and you can't find it. I would get so angry. Then you're getting sweaty. That's the worst.
Oh, and then you're leaving scent all over the place.
Dude, then you're just
like
mad the whole hunt.
Then you overshoot it and you walk into the spot where like you kind of want to be hunting. Like
Yeah,
the
where you
deer are going to
didn't-
come from
Yes.
there or whatever. And then you're all turned around and then it's getting light and you're like, where's this stupid stand
That's
at?
the worst.
You've never been lost like trying to find a tree stand in the dark before? Like,
Maybe
in the
when I was
morning?
younger, but not like lost.
I mean, not lost. Like I can't get back to the truck because I
Right.
can't find this stupid ass tree
I mean,
stand.
Yeah, but not for anything like crazy amount. The properties that I hunt are so small. I feel like they're pretty.
Yeah.
They're pretty like you know where the trees are gonna be. I don't know.
There's
It's not like
no-
I'm walking deep woods.
Executing a perfect hunt, I think, is a
We're
real
just
thing.
idiots, apparently. Ben's way smarter than us. He's never been lost in
I don't know
trying
about
to
that.
find a stand.
There's just for me that execution of getting into that stand in the morning as quiet, as undetected. Dude, that's like a thing for me. Like I feel like that's like part of my job.
I
when I'm
feel like
going
it's
bow
one
hunting.
of one of the more important parts of a hunt. Any hunt,
I
whether
think
it's morning
so.
or evening, but is like getting in undetected.
Stealthy, not having your all your clothes be dragging against the grass, leaving more. What the hell does that look for?
I don't know about that. I mean,
I-
sometimes you can't.
I know, but if you got some trails and you can be as slip in there nice and sneaky, I love that. There's nothing worse than getting hot, sweaty, overshooting the stand, leaving additional scent. That's the worst. That is the worst.
Yeah, but now thanks to glow in the dark, whatever lifelines and apps, you don't have that problem anymore.
I agree.
Like I've taught my child how to use Hunt Stand, and we share our hunt area.
Which is
And I can send him in, and like he knows that he's going to that dot.
Right.
Like that's where you're going.
Yeah.
Like he may like have to meander around the woods or get stuck. Can't cross the ravine. Got to go down farther, but he knows where he's going to.
Well, and just like I said, having that just quick ability to be with your flashlight, bing, bingo.
All right.
It's
So
just-
last thing we're going to talk about, and
All right.
we're going to wrap this up. Was it you and I that saw the guy? Somebody sent us an email on a new product that came
Finger
out.
light.
oh boy, what is it called?
It's a finger light. So it's basically like a headlamp that you mount, or not a headlamp, but a flashlight that like gets mounted to the outside. It's like you wear like a ring, and it's a light right here. And they sent us an
I
email.
already got this thing.
It mounts to your finger?
Oh, here, hold this. Check this out.
Shut up.
Nah, dude, this is cool. I'm gonna scooch over next to you for our casting call here. Dude, check this shit out. This is freaking badass.
Well, that's
Dude, right there. It's built into my watch, and it's red. So I don't know what that guy is talking
Hold
about,
on.
but dude, look. I mean, in the dark, this thing works awesome.
I'm sure it does.
you love
It's
that?
amazing, and it's red. I can't even see it. No, so the finger light. This is the best part. So I go to the website to read about the finger light. Ooh, and that's white. You got multiple options.
I know.
And it says it's giving you all the advantages of the finger light, why it's better than a traditional headlamp. Traditional
on.
headlamps can be bulky and heavy and give you headaches, it says, which I've never had a problem with. But it said the problem with the traditional headlamp is that it only illuminates where you're looking, which I didn't understand why that's a problem, because that's the only thing I want to have illuminated in the dark is where I am
Yeah,
looking.
why would I want it over here?
I don't know, but when you know their website's got like the matrix of like benefits, like the green checks and like the red, like this is bad, only illuminates where you're looking. I'm like, that's the whole point of a freaking headlamp or a flashlight.
It's not like they're spotlights. I mean, usually they're
Why would I want a light attached to my finger that I got to wave this? So I got to move my head to look somewhere. Then I got to move my hand with it. It just seems completely unnecessary. And the thing was like $50 or $40.
No, it was $50.
$50
This thing's built into my watch.
for a stupid ring.
I think we've
with a
already
light
talked
built
about
on
this
it?
watch once before in one of these episodes.
You
for
love
other
your
things.
watch.
I love this watch.
Do you have like a mean
Garmin.
tan line under that?
I don't know.
If you take it off? My wife's Apple watch,
really.
that's not that bad.
No.
My wife's Apple Watch tan line is gross. It's gross. Like when she takes her Apple Watch off, it's disgusting.
All right.
How bad it is.
Well, Justin, we've got a couple of great episodes coming up. I'm going to be working on getting Zach on the horn with us. And I'm also got a one that I don't want to give out just yet, but we're going to have a special guest here. Was it August 20th?
August
18th?
sometime. 18th?
Yeah, we got a special guest coming in the office, which get kind of a cool topic. I think people will enjoy it. So that's coming up as well. Oh boy, I am getting in
President
trouble.
Donald J. Trump.
Kurt is
coming to
calling.
the office, talk bow hunting with us.
Chris Martin from Coldplay.
DJT, Chris Martin's coming in from Coldplay. What else we got?
We got some good ones coming up. Until next time, guys.
You need a parting slogan for the watering hole. Stay thirsty.
Drink up.
Drink.
Isn't Stay Thirsty
Stay
already
Thirsty is
taken?
funny.
Drink up.
Yeah, we better make sure we do
Water.
a full,
Only water.
we better go through and check all the patents on things before we start blowing this up.
I think trademarks, maybe copyrights.
Yeah.
Probably not patents.
Yeah. Oh,
What was that?
that's our
Kiss
Coldplay.
cam.
Oh, that was weak.
That was kind of weak sauce.